If men over 65 and 60 are watching right now and feel their body no longer responds as it used to, they need to listen very carefully because what Dr. Carter is going to reveal today could give their body 20 years of vitality back. Just 3 months ago, a man named Charles came into her office dragging his feet. He had that tired look she has seen in hundreds of patients. "Doctor, I can't take it anymore," he told her. And that's when she knew she had to share this secret that has transformed the lives of so many men just like him. Dr. Emily Carter is the speaker. And after 25 years of treating men, she has discovered something that most doctors aren't going to tell them. The reason they feel less energy, less strength, and less response down there doesn't have as much to do with the years they've lived, but with what they put on their plate every morning. Yes, just as it sounds, their breakfast could be robbing them of the vitality they think is lost forever. Charles didn't believe her when she told him. "Doctor, but I eat the same as always," he interrupted. And that is the problem. What is considered normal could be destroying their masculinity. You see, many men over 65 silently accept that their erections are not what they used to be. They resign themselves to that feeling of heaviness or numbness in the groin, believing it's a lost battle against time. But modern science is showing us something different, something that completely changes the rules of the game. While she was explaining this to Michael, another patient who came in after Charles, he looked at her skeptically. "Doctor, but I eat a healthy breakfast," he told her. "I have my coffee with toast every morning." And that is the trap. What we believe is healthy can be our worst enemy. That white bread eaten every morning, that coffee loaded with sugar, those cookies that accompany breakfast are literally extinguishing their internal fire. But here comes the most important part, and this is what transformed the lives of Charles, Michael, and hundreds of men who have come through her office. The body has an amazing ability to heal itself, to recover that vitality, that strength, that response thought to be lost. It just needs the right tools, and those tools are closer than men think. They are in their kitchen. Dr. Carter wants to share something that will be surprising. After age 60, men enter a natural process called sarcopenia. It is muscle loss, but she is not just talking about the muscles in the arms or legs. There is a set of vital muscles that nobody mentions, the pelvic floor muscles. These muscles are like an internal hammock that supports the organs. And listen closely to this. They play a crucial role in erectile function. If they weaken, the ability to maintain an erection decreases drastically. A man named Robert came to her office with this exact problem. "Doctor, I don't feel anything anymore," he told her with tears in his eyes. "My wife and I, well, we just don't have that connection anymore." And when she reviewed his diet, it all made sense. His breakfast consisted of pastries, coffee with sugar, and sometimes cookies. He was literally destroying those vital muscles every morning. What she discovered next was even more revealing. It's not just muscle loss, it's what is happening in the arteries. Imagine arteries as garden hoses. Over the years, they get harder, but not because of age, as everyone believes, but because of what flows through them. When men eat those breakfasts full of sugar and refined flours, it's like pouring liquid cement into those hoses. They harden, narrowing until the blood can no longer flow freely. And this leads her to the crucial point that changed everything for her patients. There is a molecule in the body called nitric oxide. It's like the master key to circulation. It tells the walls of the blood vessels, relax, open up, allowing a torrent of oxygen-rich blood to reach every corner of the body, especially the pelvic area. It is the same principle that those famous blue pills use, but obtained naturally and without side effects. If this is proving revealing, wait until hearing what's next. And by the way, if men know someone who needs to hear this, they should share this video with them. It could change their life just as it changed Charles's. Because what Dr. Carter is going to reveal now are 5 specific breakfasts, proven in her office, that can reactivate that nitric oxide production, strengthen those vital muscles, and give the body back the response thought to be lost. The first breakfast that transformed Charles's life is something so simple men won't believe it. Greek yogurt with walnuts. But not just any yogurt, it must be plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Dr. Carter explains that Greek yogurt has twice the protein of regular yogurt, and that protein is the building block the body uses to repair and build muscle, including those pelvic floor muscles she mentioned. Charles looked at her with disbelief when she proposed it. "That's it, doctor? Just yogurt and walnuts?" But Dr. Carter explains the power of this combination. Walnuts are not just any nut, they are the kings when it comes to vascular health. They are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are powerful natural anti-inflammatories. But here's the best part. They also contain arginine, an amino acid that the body converts directly into nitric oxide. 1 month later, Charles returned to her office with a smile she hadn't seen in years. "Doctor," he told her, "not only do I feel more energy during the day, but," and here he lowered his voice with some shyness, "my performance in private moments has improved in a way I didn't expect. My wife is happy, and I feel like I've gotten 10 years back." But here's the most important part. It wasn't magic. He had simply stopped weakening his body in the morning and had started building it. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that adequate protein intake in older adults is directly linked to better physical function. By giving the body this high-quality protein in the morning, men are providing the necessary material to strengthen those pelvic floor muscles first thing. Now, Dr. Carter discusses the second breakfast, one that Michael called his circulatory awakening. It's a simple omelet, but not just any omelet, one with spinach and mushrooms. Think of it as a natural nitric oxide power plant. Michael came to her office with hands and feet that were always cold. He felt a constant heaviness in his legs, and that lack of circulation was reflected 100% in other, more intimate aspects of his life. When she explained about spinach, he was surprised. "Doctor, but spinach is just a vegetable." "Ah, but what a vegetable. Spinach is one of the richest sources of dietary nitrates. When men eat spinach, their body converts those natural nitrates into nitric oxide. Remember that molecule she mentioned? The one that opens up the arteries? Well, spinach is like a natural factory for that molecule. And when mushrooms are added, any type of edible mushroom, the effect is enhanced even more. Mushrooms contain a unique antioxidant called ergothioneine, which, according to research published in the journal Nature, helps protect cells from oxidative stress. It's like giving the arteries a protective shield while opening them up at the same time. 2 weeks later, Michael called her, excited. "Doctor, not only are my hands warm for the first time in years, but I'm noticing a response down there that I thought age had stolen from me forever. It's as if my body was asleep and finally woke up." His body simply needed the right ingredients to reactivate its own internal pharmacy. The third breakfast is something that surprises many of her patients. A berry smoothie. Yes, a simple smoothie. But Dr. Carter explains why it is so powerful. A while ago, a patient told her something that stuck with her. "Doctor, I feel like I'm rusting from the inside out," and he couldn't have described it better. Stress, pollution, and especially a diet rich in processed foods generate a phenomenon in the body called oxidative stress. It's as if the arteries are rusting from the inside, becoming stiff, brittle, and narrow. And this is where berries come, in strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. These little jewels of nature are the most concentrated source of antioxidants men can consume. Peter was a special case, a smoker for much of his life. He came to her office with legs full of varicose veins, feet that were always cold, and a lack of sensation that had him very worried. He began drinking this smoothie every morning, a handful of frozen berries, a little water, and a tablespoon of chia seeds. 3 weeks later, he reported that the tingling sensation in his legs had noticeably decreased. But most importantly for him, he had begun to regain sensation in areas he thought were numb forever. Multiple studies, including a well-known one from Harvard University, have linked the regular consumption of these flavonoids with better cardiovascular health and a significant reduction in the risk of erectile dysfunction. Why? Because they act as a true cleanup and protection team. They neutralize free radicals, reduce inflammation in the arterial walls, and help keep them flexible and elastic. And this brings Dr. Carter to the fourth breakfast, one that transforms a classic into a health powerhouse. Whole grain toast with avocado and flax seeds. She knows what men are thinking. Avocado, but doctor, that has so much fat. And that is the mistake many make. Avocado has fat, yes, but it is one of the healthiest fats that exists. Lewis, 75, was very worried about his cholesterol and blood pressure. His breakfast was coffee with milk and sweet cookies. She proposed this change, and at first he thought it was kids' food. Today, he wouldn't trade it for anything. Avocado is rich in monounsaturated fats, the same type of beneficial fat found in olive oil. These fats help reduce bad cholesterol, the kind that forms plaque in the arteries and clogs them. But here comes the masterstroke: freshly ground flax seeds. Flaxseed is one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3s and compounds called lignans. Both are incredibly potent at reducing systemic inflammation. And as Dr. Carter reminds viewers, chronic inflammation is the silent enemy of arterial health. By fighting it every morning, men are creating an internal environment that favors circulation. One day, Lewis confessed to her with a sly smile, "Doctor, this breakfast isn't just good for the heart, it's also good for a man's spirits." He understood the connection perfectly. What is good for the heart is excellent for intimate life. Not only did he see an improvement in his blood tests, but he told her he felt much more stable energy throughout the entire day. Finally, the fifth element, and perhaps the most surprising, is not a solid food, but a drink that prepares the body for healing from the very first sip: a turmeric and ginger infusion. Robert, 77, suffered not only from low energy but also from joint pain in his knees and hands. His body felt stiff and old. Dr. Carter suggested he start each morning with this infusion: a thin slice of fresh ginger, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and a pinch of black pepper to improve absorption. Turmeric with its active compound curcumin and ginger with gingerols are two of the most potent natural anti-inflammatories that exist. The Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine has published several studies confirming their effectiveness. After 2 weeks, Robert not only noticed an improvement in his joints, but he mentioned something that surprised him. He felt more general vitality, an effect that also positively reflected on his intimate life. By reducing his entire system's inflammation, he not only relieved his knees, but also woke up his arteries. It's like giving the body an internal anti-inflammatory shower every morning. Look, Charles now plays soccer with his grandkids, something he hadn't done in 10 years. Michael got that spark back in his eyes that his wife missed so much. Robert sent Dr. Carter a photo from Miami with his wife, celebrating what he called their second honeymoon. Peter regained sensation. And Lewis, well, Lewis says he feels better than when he was 50. All of them have something in common. They decided not to give up. They decided that age is just a number. And what will the viewer decide? Will they keep blaming the years, or will they take control? They have come this far, and that shows Dr. Carter that they take their health seriously. They are no longer the person who started watching this video. Now they have knowledge. They have 5 powerful, natural tools. But Dr. Carter wants to state something. Knowledge without action is just stored information. Real change happens when one decides to take the first step. And she wants them to take that step today. Not tomorrow, not Monday. Today. She knows what men are thinking. "Doctor, it's hard to change my lifelong habits." She understands, but she is not asking them to change everything. She is asking them to make one change. Think about tomorrow's breakfast. What will they choose? The same old pastry? Or will they try the power of Greek yogurt with walnuts? That lonely coffee? Or a spinach omelet that awakens their circulation? They don't have to be perfect, they just have to start. Choose one of these 5 breakfasts and commit to trying it for 1 week. Just 1 week. Give the body a chance to respond. Remember this: the first hour after waking is the most crucial moment of the day for the circulatory system. It's when the body is most receptive. This opportunity to break the cycle of inflammation and start building stronger blood flow should not be wasted. Age does not have to be a sentence. It doesn't take away strength, vigor, or masculinity. It only takes away what men decide to give up. And today, they have learned they don't have to give up on feeling good. Change is possible. It is within reach. It is literally on their plate. The body is waiting. It is ready to respond. It just needs them to take the first step. That step can be today, right now. Not tomorrow, not Monday, today. They have the power to rewrite their health story, and that new story can begin tomorrow with their breakfast. The decision is theirs, but their body, their vitality, their life are waiting.